I'm a very cold person. My hands are often numb, and sometimes my fingertips turn comically blue. You know how the vampires are described as colder than ice in Twilight? Yeah, I would say that's a pretty accurate description of my body temperature as well. Which is funny, because I never used to be cold. My temperature ran warm when I was a kid, closer to 100 than 98. But I was never feverish. I never needed jackets or blankets. I was like a heater in a 6-year-old's body. My hands were always sweaty because of how warm I was. I could never do the monkey bars because of it. One time I tried, my grip slipped and I fell down, hitting the ground hard. I landed on my feet, and for weeks after, my knees and ankles were sore. It wasn't a very serious injury, yet as the pain slowly subsided, I became less warm. I've been cold ever since. I'm kind of used to it now. I always joke that maybe I'll defrost in the summer. I think I just really hope to be warm again. It's all changed this past year though. A few days after I turned 16, I bumped into someone, and they didn't immediately draw their hand back and ask if I was okay because I was freezing. A few weeks after that, I had to take off my coat because I was feeling warm. I've been getting these flashes of warmth since, and I've been tracking them. The strongest bursts of heat typically happen around sunset, changing as the seasons do and adjusting with time. I'm not sure why they act in this pattern, but since my discovery, I've tried to watch every sunset. Just going outside, sitting back, and watching as the sun descends and darkness floods my view. But it's ironic, because I can't stay in the darkness. When I was a kid, I'd run up the stairs after turning off all the lights. I was convinced something was waiting for me in the shadows. Even now, I make it my goal to be back indoors before the sun is fully set and day becomes night. I'm not terrified like I was when I was younger, but there's still some fear. Something yelling at me to find the light when the moon snuffs out the sun. Even with all the street lamps and light pollution, night is just too dark for me. As the years gone by, I've gotten warmer and warmer. Sometimes I can even wear tank tops. But the minute the sun sets, the coldness settles back in. Maybe that contributes a bit to my disdain towards darkness. I hate that with night, I get cold all over again, so I've been using my nightlight to ward off the chill. It works, kind of. I can't tell if it's a placebo or actually working, but if it keeps me warm, I don't really care. For the past few weeks, I've had this horrible fear. I turn 17 tomorrow, 1 year since the warmth started to come back. And I've become accustomed to not being freezing cold 24/7. But I'm afraid. Afraid that in a few hours, I'm going to be stuck feeling like I'm in an icebox all the time. Afraid that this comfort and warmth is going to dissipate. Afraid for what's going to happen. But I think I'm mostly afraid of losing my sunsets. Not that I'm saying this one will never set again when I'm 17, but more like I'm nervous that they'll never live up to what they once were. That I'm going to be forever disappointed and that I'll never be able to find the beauty and comfort in them again. So here I am, nervous waiting for the sunset. It may be my last one ever, but even now, I'm feeling warm, warmer than usual. Maybe I'll never be cold again. Maybe with the coldness, my fear of the dark will leave me too. I have a lot of wishes for turning 17, too many to even list. But as I watch this final sunset of 16, I can only hope that each one of 17 will be just as beautiful.